Okay, it's October 21st, 2015, and before I leave for work, I would like to keep my 2016 presidential campaign. And as I shared, my focus is national economy, and I'm going to I'll lay out a comprehensive economic plan for my campaign. Any plan has to be based on the principles series, right? And I do have several macroeconomic books. I studied when I was a student, either undergraduate or a graduate, but I would like to use Krugman and Wells textbook, macroeconomics, to walk through my plan. But this book, actually my son used this book as his textbook for Econ 201 last quarter. So I consider this probably is the most updated one. According to this textbook, there are three big categories for economic analysis. Group A, I categorize as Group A, individual choices. Group B, interactions of individual choices. Group C is economy-wide interactions. And there are 12 principles embedded under these three large categories. This is a pretty clear and streamlined principles. These are pretty streamlined and clear principles, and that's why I want to apply all these principles to my economic analysis and to walk you through my plan in the next couple months. Let's pick one principle as an example. Principle 10, under economy-wide interactions, my spending is your income. This is a very practical principle, right? For example, I will buy a lunch at our cafeteria today, and that money actually came from my payroll, will come from my payroll, and after I pay that at the counter, that money will flow through or flow into the food carrier or a supplier, and they are going to use that to pay a very small part of the salary for their staff, and their staff will use that money to go buy the grocery at supermarket, and so my spending is their staff gain, right? And they can use that to buy the grocery at the supermarket, and the supermarket will gain that, right? And the supermarket actually probably will have to ship some fresh foods by using the freighter, and the freighter has to be manufactured and provided by the airplane manufacturers, and the airplane manufacturers has to pay the salary to me. And you can tell this a whole circle of the economic activities, right? So it's a very simple principle, but applying it and utilizing it is a very complex process. But at the end of the day, the whole purpose is to stimulate the economic activities and to grow the economy, grow the GDP. Okay, let me elaborate that more in the near future.